Brexit is the first election globalism lost. It's the first time people have voted on globalism and emphatically rejected it. Rejected the immigration policies, which are a magnet that bring people from Muslim countries into Western countries and change them fundamentally. Rejected the influx of low-income workers that hold down wages within the developed countries, and rejected the whole doctrine of free trade, which forces us into a global wage scale where American workers have to compete with low-income workers from China and Malaysia and Vietnam, basically colonizing us with a third world wage structure. Those were the factors that went into the defeat of Brexit. And they are not unique to Britain. They're all over the world. In fact, the same tsunami that started in Britain with the Brexit animated the Sanders candidacy in the United States, which almost won the Democratic nomination, and the Trump candidacy, which won the Republican nomination. In a sense, Trump didn't win the Republican Party. He defeated the Republican Party by running against the globalism that is at the core of much of the elite's ideology. And it's very relevant to the general election here, because before Hillary is a Democrat, before she's a liberal, she's an elitist. She's a globalist. And the need to defeat that and to have an America First strategy, putting the needs of the American people and the lower income and income stagnant Americans first, is not only socially just, it's crucial for the future of capitalism. We used to ask, for example, whether China could be capitalist without being a democracy. Now we need to ask whether America can be capitalist while it is a democracy, and Britain too. And the answer is only if it makes a real effort to reach to the rest of the world, the rest of the American people, and bring them up and eliminate this horrible income inequality, which is stoking anger akin to the French Revolution. Those are the larger implications of the Brexit vote. And above all, it was about immigration. You read the commentary on the vote and everybody's talking about the markets and stock prices and the economic impact and the economic reasoning and so on. It was a vote about immigration. The only way to keep half of the Muslim world out of Britain was to get out of the European Union, because the European Union at its core was committed to free flow of people across the Europe. And they would come in by boat to Italy and then go right up and populate London to a point where London's become essentially a non-Western city. And this impetus, this desire to protect our civilization is at the core of this Brexit vote, and it's at the core of the Trump candidacy. You know, Eileen and I have just written a new book that comes out tomorrow called Armageddon: How Trump Can Beat Hillary. And we really make the case that this has to be portrayed not just as a conservative running against a liberal, not just a Republican against a Democrat, but running against the elites, Democrat and Republican, that dominate the global economy. The fascinating thing about the Brexit vote was they did just as well among liberal Labour voters and conservative Tory voters, same percentage of the vote. Ideology is increasingly losing its definitive place in our politics to the spectrum of insiders versus outsiders. Thanks for watching.